Hi and welcome. My name is Lotte and this is Made of Yarn podcast episode 28. I'm coming from Sweden. I live in the middle of Sweden on the east coast. Here in the house with my hubby for the moment. Before the house was full of children also. But you're also welcome. To my porch here on the back side of the house. We have full spring. A little more than a week ago we had snow. Today we have like full summer. It's lovely, but it was an explosion really in the garden. So many here in Sweden have allergies from the birch and much more also, but it's tough for them. Like my daughter Lovisa, she's mostly inside right now. But I hope it would have been perfect with some rain to clean the leaves so it falls down the pollen. But this will be about knitting, not allergies or anything like that. But you're so welcome. On Instagram, I am Gjort av Garn. I always forget to talk about it. And on Ravelry, I'm Lotte Blom. I wasn't sure what to wear today. My plan was to have something more in wool, but now I have something in cotton instead. An old thing. I found it in a drawer. I haven't used it for some years actually. It's like a t-shirt that I made from some years ago, so you can find it, I guess, both of if you like to know the yarn and so on. Cotton. I bought it. The plan was to make a cotton wrap, but it wasn't so fun to knit with it. But it's perfect for like a t-shirt. We have a Swedish designer. Her name is Clara Linnea on Ravelry. She is mostly known, I guess, for her pattern cardigan series. This is made from her pattern, a cardigan pattern also called Polly. I bought the pattern some years ago, many years ago now, and I made many cardigans because in the pattern you can make round neck, a V-shaped, straight, do you say body or A-line, and you can choose whatever. But I made also a dress from it and also this t-shirt. So when I chose then the round neck and increased 2 extra stitches, and then I just continued and made it in a round, and also A-line shaped actually. And it's lovely, but it's much gray now. So my plan was to have something else in more color. So I have one sock with color instead there. I will talk about it soon. And take some water. Sorry. Today also... I haven't said welcome to you all, and also new ones. I'm so glad that you're here and taking your time to visit me. I have to be more polite with that. But it's like if it wasn't for you, I shouldn't do this. I'm so grateful that you take your time to visit me here. I will put in, as I've done a couple of times now, shorter movies, what I've done and gifted away already. Last time I showed you, I'm not sure if I showed you the ponchos, but I made 2 crocheted ponchos for 2 little girls. They are best friends, and also crocheted a bag for them, and then also knitted 1 doll each, these babies in buntings from Susan B. Anderson. So I will put in footages and some film how they look. And also I actually made from the knitting book Mush and Friends, I made Giorgio the cat. I had to check my notes for the sibling, a brother for one of them, but it looks more like a polar fox or something. But so anyway, you will see. I think it will be 2 films in a row that you can see them, because I have gifted them away already. So, and I can tell you they were so happy, and I'm so happy for that. It's so much fun to knit or crochet gifts like this for small people. And I will make more. Oh, sorry, I put up my feet here. I will make more of these babies in buntings for 2 little girls that already got a poncho each before also. It's their mother is childhood friends to my daughters, and me and one of them, Lovisa, will visit them soon if we have energy for it. And I have to give them one doll each, of course. I will just make notes there. I can talk about what I have here. If you have done this before yourself, you can see that something is wrong. This is Riddari. This is my third Riddari that I made for someone else. The pattern says that you should knit but from down and up, and then the arms up, and then you put everything together on a needle. But I have been experimenting because I thought it can't be impossible to knit it top down, and it works perfectly. The last stitches you have in the pattern that you will bind off, that amount you cast on, and then when in the pattern when it said that you should decrease, you just increase instead. So it's so much better, and you don't have to. Otherwise, also you have to sew it together here under the arms. Nothing at all. I have said I regret this because it's not any good contrast between the colors, but I didn't take it up. This is for my brother's son-in-law, Anton, and I will also make one for his wife, then my niece Angelica, in other colors. Usually it's all in Riddari, it's in Eastex Let Loopy. The only Let Loopy I have here is this light gray and this beige one. The blue and the greenish here is in Plötoloopy, because the last one I knitted, I made that the body in Let Loopy, and they say that Plötoloopy should be, that Plötoloopy is unspun yarn, and you have in centimeters it's 19 stitches on 10 centimeters in Plötoloopy, and it's 18 stitches in Let Loopy, so it's not much it's not much difference at all. And they say that 2 plies from Plötoloopy should be 1 ply of Let Loopy, but not for me, because that's, for me it's gets so much thicker. Sorry, thirsty again. And also what I think, because when you knit with color work like this, it gets double thickness also. So also because of that, it's nicer to have a little bit thinner upper body, because it's so much thick here and it's okay thick down here, if you get what I mean. I don't really know myself. Here I have, it's another unspun that we have from a mill that I bought from a mill not far from here, and that yarn is thinner than Plötoloopy, so it's 2 plied with this one. I don't know if you see it here, but so I take 2 plies and it works like perfect. The only problem, I have to search more for metal needles in this is a 4.5 millimeter, because it's so much lanolin left in the yarn, so that makes the I think if it's birch or bamboo, I don't know, in this one it makes it more, it's sticky, so the yarn, it doesn't work so smooth, so it takes longer to knit than I want to. I will just I can put in a film also from when a couple of weeks ago. This mill is about 25 Ks from us. It's called Filtmakeriet, and they just have open 5 or 6 Saturdays a year, the first Saturday every month from May. So I went there with my son Hampus and his girlfriend, and bought yarn for the body here, and made a little footage. I filmed this. Have you been here before? You've seen that place before also, but they moved around a little, so it's a little bit different than the last time. So enjoy. So, now you're back. I have to just check what I talked about. Talking about Riddari, they have now, I will start again. It's a new pattern for children with Riddari. So I will put in, make some notes about that. I don't know if it's still a free pattern, but I hope it is. You can go in on loopydesign.is. I will link it. It's in another yarn. It's new for us, at least here in Sweden. I don't know what I can't remember now what it's called, but it's 300 meters per 100 grams. So in time I will make it one also for my brother's grandchildren. 3 of them, at least that forget what I don't know what I should say. I'm so sorry. I talked about that. Actually, I don't know if I said that to you or if it just was in the Swedish podcast that I promised to talk about. Some asked me to show my favorite knitting books or so, but I forgot to do that. So I will perhaps make that for next time. When I usually sit in my craft room, I have books behind me, so someone saw them and was curious about them. Now when the summer almost came last week, I got an idea because last year I did quite a lot of solar dyeing, and I had bought 2 skeins with 3-plied woolen yarn in light grey. So I will put in a movie again, the process I made with it, and then you will see the results so far. So, for the moment, I can't remember the name on the green, green weed. actually we have. It's really when you get it in your garden, you have to do everything you can to take it away because it can take over the whole garden. But someone told me when I was a child that many years ago it came to Sweden. I don't know if it's true. I think it is, to Sweden through monks. So it could be on is it medieval years, that something, some 100 years ago, because you can eat them and do things with them. I actually do. I haven't done it this year, but I usually do like a pesto from them. When you don't have that much basil, and you don't have these pine nuts because they are quite expensive, then I roast in a pan sunflower seeds, so they get a little golden brown, more flavorish. And then I have this weed, and I can also have some leaves. Now I have grown basil myself here, so I have, but for the taste. But you have that, and whatever more you will have, squeezed lemon juice, garlic, oil, salt, and so on. So, but it's so much cheaper and it's so good. Just a tip. You can do whatever you like. You can take whatever you like to do with the green one. It doesn't have to be basil. Many doesn't like the flavor of it even so. Back to the knitting business. Here is the result so far. Nothing has happened, and is it about a week ago. So I think because I haven't tried this before, I have been reading about it. It's not that much here in Swedish about it, but I think those who have died with it has done it on the stove, boil it. So I don't think it's much from it doesn't do anything just with solar dyeing. So I think I will remove this and take perhaps because the birch leaves has come now, and also lupins, and lupins get a wonderful green color, just the leaves, wonderful. But I don't know if I've tried lupins on light gray, but in white yarn, white wool, the lupin leaves get like lime green. Wonderful. I don't have though any alum left home here as mordant, so I put in some salt. I read somewhere that it also can be quite good. Anyway, the other one is with the onion skins. We call them yellow onions, and you can see it's already started to be color in the yarn. And I go every day. I put it upside down so it pours down, so everything get color. Because this one, when you saw it in the film, I filmed with one hand and put in the onion skin with the other one. Usually I have both hands, and I make like a lasagna. I have yarn, I have onion skins, and so on. But if it doesn't reach every strand or of the yarn, it doesn't matter for me. But it's so much fun. I have to buy more white yarn. I don't understand why I just bought 2 skeins when the summer is coming, and it's so much fun to. This year I have to again make dies with but it's that I make on the stove with reeds. Yeah, reed. Yes, I will show you. I will show you soon here the color you get from that. I can show you here in a sock that I will show you soon. So this color, this green was from reed that I dyed last year. So perhaps I should have, so I can have to for a sweater or a cardigan or something. Now I talked about the solar dyeing. Well, I can show you here, even so. I can show you first. No, where am that one? I talked before also. My plan for this year is to make. In the end of the year, I will have 12, at least 12 pair of socks from Tracie Millar. I've test knitted a lot for her, so I have much patterns. So this one pair I finished the other day is the goat's eye socks that I made in a sport weight yarn, actually, not fingering, but it works fine for me. 2.5 millimeter needles, and the smallest size makes it like the 64 stitches usually that I have in fingering, if you understand. It works, and it goes a little bit quicker also, but it gets sturdy and it's a bit thicker, so it holds. I think it holds better for me than in fingering. It depends also on the yarn, but this is Novita Nalle from Finland. I can recommend it, really. Then if you watch Grocery Girls, she's one of them. She showed on the last podcast Wednesday, almost 2 weeks ago, that she was knitting on a new pair of socks, and I had got to test knit them. She will release the pattern in the first week in June, she said. If I can't remember, I didn't make any notes about. So sorry for a really ugly sock blocker. I have to put tape around it because it's like it gets, can you say, fringed, but the yarn, it gets caught in the wood. I have to buy new ones soon. I have to, but it works for the moment. Back to the socks. It's perfect socks for scrap yarns, for example. I made, they were a little bit too alike, these ones, but you can do whatever you like. And then you knit the whole sock, and then you make it as an afterthought heel. It's not the most. I don't usually do it because I like more this usual. I'd still get caught here. I don't know if you can see it. This is not good. I have to put tape there also. I do usually like this with heel flap and gusset. That's my favorite. But she describes it so well in the pattern how to do it, and it's fun when you do it. It goes very quickly to do it. But she says also you can. It's so much you can do whatever you like in the pattern. You can do it this is a shorter sock, but you can make it higher in the leg. You can do whatever heel you like. So I will do more of this and then probably do the heel flap and gusset. But I made 2 in a couple of days because it was so fun. And then I also made one other also, but then I put that aside because I had to work on this sweater also and something else. I will just put it up here. So I made another one here. I haven't blocked it yet, as you can see. It was perhaps not the best choice to have a greenish heel together with green stripes, but I don't know if someone looks at my heels if it's good or not. But it's so much fun. I could just knit it. It's a perfect way to because they're knitted in DK weight. So I put everything except the yellow stripe is in double threads. This was a DK yarn. So when you have much leftovers or yarn you don't like so much, make socks from them. And it goes really quick. Oh, this one goes here also. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I have to check again. Oh, I made also. So this one, it was the last. So I made 2 pairs, you can say 2.5 pairs this month with Tracie socks. I then had to check here. I started yesterday on a new pair. This is the Coffee Talk socks from Tracie that I also make in this Novita Nalle yarn. Both of them. It's an easy pattern to remember. She has so much very beautiful patterns with lace and cables and so on. So I will make more of that because later on. But now because I'm in a stage now, so I don't want to think. And this is so easy to learn, and then you just do it. You do. I have another, not a Tracie pattern, but I have another sock also on the needles. First I have this project bag that I got as a gift from the Playful Knitter, Marlene from Denmark. Can you see it? She makes these project bags. Time for water. So you can see what you have inside. I love them. So I am making socks for my son-in-law Oliver. This is in a yarn from Opal. I will put in a photo so you can see better, because he loves this photo, these paintings from Van Gogh called in German Café Terrasse am Abend, the coffee terrace in the night, I guess. Le café le soir. He loves it, and he got a poster from his parents that he will frame. And when I showed him this sock, I just finished one last time they visited us, he gave me a big hug. He was so happy. So I'm not soon, but a day or so I will finish the second one. I bought last year when I saw this collection, and then it was older, from Van Gogh. So I bought 5 skeins, I think. I wish I had bought more, but I can't find any more for the moment. More water. Last time I showed you I've started to knit. I bought a pattern, blanket pattern from Anni Juti Knits, Annina from Finland. I haven't done more on my my blanket. I will not stress with this one, but this will be more in earthy, warmer colors, light here in between. But I did so much more because I also started then a blanket for Edward, my brother's grandson, oldest grandson, who is 11. And I'm sorry that I'm almost in the middle because I have to put in another yarn here, but I will try to show you anyway how much I have done so far. I hope you can see it. Almost. Wait, can you see? I don't know how much you saw there. But it's so much fun to knit it. Now the main, it's black, gray speckled black. I used 3 skeins now of 5, so I just have 2 left then. And the longer the rows will be, it will eat more yarn, of course. So I don't know how big it can be in the end. It will be like a square more, but I have it now over my legs, and it goes up to here. And he's a long boy also. But I will do it as long as I come, of course. Perhaps I will try, because I have a plastic box with sock yarns, and I found black yarn, so perhaps 1 thread, ordinary black yarn with 1 thread of this one can save me for some rounds also. We'll see. So this is for Edward, and then I made before also, you saw last time, for his little brother Fred. I made this one. It's not that long, and he's only 7, so he's not that long himself. I made this from 3 strands of 2 strands Eastex Einband and 1 thread with a 2-plied. It's Tines from Latvia. So when I saw this more plain, and then compare it with Edward's with so much colors, I felt sorry for Fred to give him a boring blanket. But then I come to think to crochet stripes into it. I haven't done it that much. I don't know if I should have it one more there, or just have one here and there. I don't know. So I haven't done anything in the bottom, but it's more fun, I think. Perhaps I make fringes or tassels in one end also with more color, so it's more fun blanket. I, I hope I will finish it to in the beginning of June. They will end school for the summer and they will get woolen blankets for the summer, but they have a caravan, so my plan, and then they can do whatever they like with it, of course, but perhaps to have it because the nights can be cold in a caravan also, to have there or wherever they want them. It's so much fun to knit and crochet blankets. I just love it. I love it. I searched. I'm crocheting on a temperature blanket for my youngest daughter Amanda, and I talked about it with Lovisa, my oldest daughter, and she would like to have one also. And I searched and I searched because I forgot how to find. I didn't say it. I'm making it for the year Amanda was born, so 1999, and Lovisa is born 97. So but I found it now, so I will write it up and then see how much I need of each color to. She would like more just in green colors, Lovisa, greenish tones. So we'll see how I will do it. It's not a plan for the moment. I had to finish something, but as soon as I finished perhaps this one, I can start with Lovisa's also. A little drink again. I think I showed you every film that I made. I think I talked about everything I had to talk about. So next time we'll see each other is in June, I guess, if nothing happened. So I'm grateful. If it wasn't for you, I shouldn't do this. I'm so grateful that you visited me here on my porch. I don't know if you see what is the... No, I don't. Perhaps you can see. Is it Nerium oleander? I don't know if you say it yourself. I planted in a bigger pot yesterday. So I will probably repot. I don't know if it's a word. Tomatoes that I have. Yeah, I have so much beside you here. I have tomatoes here, and I have geraniums. I have to do so much in the garden right now, as soon as I can. And I continue to talk. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for visiting me, for subscribe. Please comment if it's something you wonder, or anyway, I'm so glad for that. And thumbs up if you like this. I wish you the best until we see each other next time. Bye.